What's up guys and welcome to my channel. In today's video we'll work in this beautiful 2016 Acura MDX, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to replace a starter motor with this beautiful 3.5 V6 engine. This is all information you need about the type of the engine and the engine model. The background of the issue is under certain circumstances, after coming to a stop and engaging idle stop, the vehicle may not start automatically due to excessive cylinder pressure and or low cranking torque. Typically, you can immediately restart the vehicle by selecting park and pressing engine start stop button, okay? If you meet the situation with this engine in your Acura from 2016 to 2020, come over here, I'll show you guys how to fix that. This job you will need I will use brand new starter from Honda, okay? This is the part number, you can find it here. So there is two types. If you look in not original part, you have on this electrical socket, okay? So the main difference on the starters, it's the position of the socket, okay? This socket position like that, and the second type of the socket, it's and that way, it's towards that way. So it's pretty much similar, but there's the main difference in this socket. So if you find something similar, go ahead and take it, okay? So the very first we have to do is take off this bulkhead. It's pretty much easy to do. So we do it just like that. Just pull it and take it aside. Then you have take off the intake tube, intake silencer, okay? So pulling out these two clips, you'll be able to take off all the intake silencer. Like that. And like that. Okay? You have disconnect your 12 volts battery, right? Positive terminal, okay? The negative terminal, okay? Do not disconnect this sensor. So take off this nut and this nut, and do not disconnect the sensor from a terminal, okay? Place it like this, and do not lose the nut, especially in intake. Then, close to battery, you have to find battery fan connector. Just pull it aside, take it off, okay? Just like that. Easy peasy, okay? The next step, we have take off the battery. So take off the holder and pull out the battery. Actually, we have a battery cover over here, so the battery itself is right here, okay? So move it just like that. Done. And we have take off the battery seat. Just like that. And sure, don't forget to take off the plastic engine cover, okay? Just like that. Next step, we have take off the engine filter casing. And before taking off the intake, don't forget to disconnect the mass airflow sensor, okay? And all the necessary clamps right here. So for this particular clamp, you have to use like 5.5 deep socket, and for this one as well, and take off all the clamps out, okay? And all the sensors as well. Don't forget about that. All right? Just like that. Nice and snug, guys. You have one bolt here, two clips over here, and one bolt over here. And the clamp itself right there, and you have, and now our casing released and we can pull it out. The next, I'll take the tube and pull it aside without disconnecting all these tubes. There's the heater, there's a heater tube. So here is the antifreeze and coolant comes to hit the throttle, okay? So do not touch it if you don't wanna coolant drain and all this stuff. So you can now see the starter motor itself, it's placed right here, okay? So pull aside all the necessary stuff and get ready to work with this bad guy. As you can see, another way on our way. It's the connector right here and the bracket with two bolts over here, one here and one over there under the connector, okay? Disconnect the connector and then screw bolt to take off this bracket. Now you can see two bolts, one here and one there. You have unscrew it and take off the bracket. Okay, so I'll take it off this stuff like that. So, and we will also have to disconnect this connector as well. So to take off the socket from a bracket, you have to pull down the thumb, okay? So this stuff, you pull it down and it's take it off, okay? So now we have free access to these two bolts, okay? I'll use 17mm deep socket and extension a bit like that. So, and let's unscrew those two bolts. Just like that, okay? Now we have pretty much good access for a starter, okay? So just pull it out, this cover, we can access the terminal for a motor starter and for harness connector, okay? So take it off, guys, and get ready to pull out the starter. So for a terminal nut, I'll use a 12mm socket, and there's a nut, and this how it looks like screwed. So about this electrical connector, you have push down this knob right here, okay, to release, okay, and take it off from a starter, okay? So for unscrewing the starter, you have to use, for this side, you have to use a 14mm socket, and from other side, this bad guy, you have to use 17mm socket, okay? So here we are, 14, 17. Let's do that. So, ready, set, go. Just like that. Alright. 17mm socket, as I said before. Do it like that. Okay. Just like that. Here's the bolts. Looks like new, huh? It's 10 years old vehicle. That's why Honda is very tough vehicle. Now it's time to pull out the starter from my engine block. Okay. There's a bad guy. It is what it is. So there's the original part number. You can find it here. Yep. There's a bad guy. And refusing to start the engine sometimes. And sometimes it does, sometimes not. There's a new one. There's a new one. There's one port number. And there's another. So it's pretty similar, okay? But the OEM port costs like from $550 to $750, okay? The remanufactured starter costs like $300 with tax, and another original part costs probably from $130 to $200, okay? It's Chinese copy of a starter, but they pretty decent as a practice shows. And just a couple words about the quality of machining the block and about Japanese parts quality. Okay, I'm just wanna show you guys the quality of machining right here, okay? So it's a 10-year vehicle, okay? And how it looks like inside, okay? So this inside the flywheel,
over here and how it looks inside, okay? And there's the quality of machining inside, okay? How surface looks like. No rust, no corrosion, nothing, okay? And what you can see when you work with a Volkswagen or Audi or something shit like VAG Group, okay? So it's incredible. It's incredible. Looks. Please take a look like a bolt looks like, okay? It's fucking brand new, man.
Okay, so let's do the job. So the new started in place. Let's install the bolts. So the torque for the bolt, for the biggest one, it's 47 foot-pounds. And for smaller one, it's 33 foot-pounds. 33 for smaller one. And a 45
For biggest one, okay? You heard the click.
So for the positive terminal, the right torque it's 6 foot-pounds, okay? So this nut has to be torqued with a 6 foot-pound torque. And don't forget click this bad guy as well. 6 foot-pounds, 12 millimeters socket, and this bad guy installed.
We have installed back the bracket, and the torque for the bolts is 55 foot-pounds. So don't forget, screw down the bolt, the smaller one. There's also 6 foot-pounds torque. There's 2 bolts I said about that. Connect the connector, electrical connector, and the very bottom connector, and click the clip, okay? Install the tube for a transmission, and we are ready for next step. So the next step, we have to install this air take tube. Do not forget install the air hose, okay? Don't forget install the electrical socket at place, okay? Make sure that all components are in their place, okay? And tight down the clamp, okay? So the next step we have to install also this motherfucker has been installed like here, okay? So everything is tight, everything is pretty, looks good. And now we're ready for installation the all other stuff which is placed here. You know what? Why I personally like Japanese guys? So they mark everything. So this tooth has been matched. Everything is matches, you know? Even this harness, there's the mark for a harness installation, okay? If you didn't know that, please write below in comments what you think about that, because I'm pretty excited working with Japanese cars. So make sure that your bolts are in place before using your mashing tools, okay? Like this and this. In here we have installed 2 clamps, 2 clips, okay? Let's do that. And don't forget, connect the MAF sensor like that. Okay. Just like that. Just like that. Alright, next easy step. Install the battery box. Install the vents, all this stuff. Connect the connector. Yes, there's the 12 battery cooling system, okay? There's the intake, there's the blowing motor, so everything looks fine. Alright, let's install the battery. Okay, next, installing the battery cover. There's a plus terminal, there's a ground, there's the towards forward, okay? So there's the headlight, and there's a forward, okay? So just nice and snug. Installing all this stuff back in place. Easy and easy. Okay, it's right. It looks like that. And then connect the rods which are holding the battery casing and the battery itself. Alright, once again, you have to see the arrow. An arrow shows up front of the vehicle, alright? So that's how it's supposed to be, and similar on that side, okay, just like that, okay, tight with the hand, and then we have to use just like that. Do not over torque those guys, it's unnecessary, okay? just nice and snug. Then connect the terminals. So all the terminals are at place. So the torque for the nuts right here, it's 6 foot-pounds. Okay, so don't forget any covers, don't forget install your cables, electrical wirings, everything nice and snug. Then install the intake silencer. Installing like that. And don't forget our clips one by one. It's a pretty easy job, okay? Click, click. That's it. All in place. Everything looks good. Let's get to work with the electrical parts. I would not install this part and the cover before I'm not done with the electrical parts. Let's do job with the computer. Alright, so we are in a vehicle, so our radio is asking for the code. We'll back for this later, so we'll connect our computer to the vehicle, push service, push powertrains, adjustment, and next, the battery is a little bit weak, idle, stop, starter, counter, clear. Yes, this is the procedure. This mode will clear. Yes, please. Okay, okay. Turn on the ignition switch off. Done. Switch on. Okay. Erasing. Everything looks good. Successfully turn the switch ignition off. Okay, turn on. Okay, we are good. Very last procedure, we have to start crank the engine. Okay, push the stop. All right, everything looks good. Let's take a look at the engine. Everything works fine. Let's install last panels on the body. Right, it's pretty much it. Everything is assembled in proper manner. Vehicle is starting properly. Everything looks good, and we done job with the ACU. Sure, we forgot about radio. Okay, so the radio is still locked. Okay. So the radio is still locked. So we try to do the next step. We try to hold up for power button for a couple seconds. You will see what's going on. Okay. It works. So we are unlocked our radio. Okay, so everything works properly. We can adjust everything, so everything is good, right? Everything is works. So just push the power button for a couple seconds and wait, and you will bypass the code. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like content, please like button and leave a comment in the comment section below. This really motivates me to recording the video and spending my time for doing this. Alright, keep safe and God bless. Bye bye.